30 years after Freddy Fazbear's Pizza closed its doors. The events that took place there have become nothing more than a rumor and a childhood memory. But the owners of Fazbear's Fright, the horror attraction, are determined to revive the legend and make the experience as authentic as possible for patrons, going to great lengths to find anything that might have survived decades of neglect and ruin. At first, there were only empty shells, a hand, a hook, an old paper doll plate. But then, a remarkable discovery was made. The attraction now has one animatronic. Hello everybody, and welcome back to February at Freddy's, the knockoff game theory series where I try to explain the already explained. And this game is a bit of an interesting one, giving us a lot of information like the last game. Before we get into the phone dude, let's discuss part of what I missed in the last video. In FNAF 2, when loading the game, you'll see a cutscene of the puppet giving life to the FNAF 1 animatronics, which a lot of people skip over having any real lore, but it is important. With that, let's look into this stuff, man. So let's go through a little recap of what the phone dude informs us of, / the tape guy who also shows up, who is the phone guy. Phone dude says that you're coming back for another night. He found something over the weekend. The attraction opens in a week, so they need to make sure everything's working and that nothing catches on fire. People will come in and come towards you. You'll be the star as the security guard. Found drawings, foxy head, desk fan, and if they don't find anything, they may have to dress you up in a fursuit. Then we get into the tapes. Apparently there was an extra room at one of the locations, and to make sure that you understand, a fire is very possible. Also make sure you're getting enough air, because if you don't, you'll start to hallucinate. He found vintage training tapes that will tell you everything that happened back then, and we found one, a real one. So let's go over the tapes real quick. The tapes are for a performer / entertainer at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, going over how to climb into and climb out of the mascot suits. 2 suits that are both animatronics and suits. Death can occur. Animatronics follow sound. Turning the hand crank will pull back the animatronic parts. Spring locks need to be fastened tight to make sure that they stay put. Do not touch or breathe on spring locks, as moisture can loosen them. Go to the safe room if there is an emergency. Every location is built with an extra room that is hidden. Animatronics cannot see it. Customers are not allowed to go inside. Company decides to no longer permit the use of these suits. An incident at a sister location involving multiple and simultaneous spring lock failures occurs. A temporary set of suits that were made on short notice is given to the employees. Customers should never be taken into the safe room. Spring body has been noticeably moved. Safe rooms are being sealed at most locations. Thank you, phone guy. Even when you're dead, you build this series up from the ground. And before you say phone guy is a little wrong, let it be known, all of this information up till now has been given to us by the phone guy, so at that point, why not throw everything he says out? Anyway, if you don't know, this game has 2 endings. The good ending is by unlocking the happiest day. You can do this by playing the 8-bit little mini-games and putting all the souls to rest, including Charlie, and setting everyone free. However, the bad ending, which is the true ending, is unlocked after night 6. The place gets burned down with Springtrap inside. Wait, who's Springtrap? Well, the minigames show us the purple guy showed back up, but this time to destroy the animatronics. But why? Well, we'll have to think about that later, since after he destroys them, the spirits inside the suits go on to attack the purple guy, making him jump into the spring Bonnie suit, and due to the moisture and age of the suit, it releases, locking William inside the suit bleeding. With no one coming to save him, he sat there in his own blood, decaying. 30 years later, his corpse is found in the safe room, that being Springtrap. Fire, yada yada yada, so he's dead. No. If you beat the game, a newspaper article shows that everything inside of the location that is salvageable is being sold. And if you look in the very background, by turning it up the brightness, you can see that Springtrap is still there. But this is when the storyline was supposed to end. So let's go. Now we can just take the information we have right now and build the timeline, right? Fuck.